Hey my love, Spirit Flow here. I'm going to do a real quick gen read for our personality types regarding Venus retrograde. And I know that I've been talking a lot about it. I've just been having a lot of reads bringing it up, and people very out of sorts and all that jazz. So I am going to do a real quick read to see if we can get some insight in any of our situations that we're having. Whoops. So I'm going to actually be using, I'm trying to get these in the, there we go. I'm going to be doing a real quick, I'm going to do a message, and I'm going to do a tarot read as well, okay? So I'm using the Fairy Forest Oracle cards. I'm going to put the link below. And for tarot, I'm going to be using the Crystal Visions Tarot. So let's see. We're going to start with our extroverts. See what's going on with our extroverts for this retrograde. Quick shuffle. Alright, my loves. What's going on with us? Okie dokie. We have the Merciful One. Compassion, release, relief. Okay, so what this is telling me is that this is a time for us to think about what's going on in our relationships, and you know, if you're in a relationship where you're really not happy, or you know, things you know, you guys don't see eye to eye, but there's a lot of love there, you know, it could be the other person's going through something, you're going through something. Compassion is definitely needed. Also, if you have bad energy from past relationships, you need to leave that alone. You really need to just let it go. The person that you're with right now is going to be suffering for past people. So is it fair? No, it's not fair. Is it fair if it's being done to you? No, it's not fair. It is just, you know, it is a defense mechanism where we do tend to do that, and it's, you know, to protect ourselves. So at this, you know, point in time, definitely, you know, make sure that if you're putting your partner through something, or they're putting you through something, you know, that it is because of what you guys actually have done to each other, and it's not because of what your past relationships have brought you. Okay, let's do some cards for this as well. Also, what I'm feeling to say is, if you went through a breakup and that person is reaching out to you and you don't want to be with them, that's fine. You know, just, you know, explain that, you know, be stern. I'm sure you've explained that, you know, more than once. However, be compassionate about how you're saying it, because you really don't know the mindset of that person and what they're feeling right now. Okay, because a lot of hurt and a lot of you know, disappointment is usually involved around breakups, so just be compassionate about that. Okay. Okay, and I am seeing the end of a relationship. It seems as though there's three-party thing going on here, and actually might be on both sides. Know that you are going to be going through this breakup, and going through a breakup in retrograde is kind of like you know, it's one of those decisions that you're making. It's a sudden decision. It's a decision where it's life altering. You know, if you're in a relationship where everything was going great, definitely reevaluate that before you end it. I'm showing that there is actually love on both sides. However, it's not, there's like a lack of communication, and this the third party, and again, I'm showing it on both sides. So if you're in a third party situation and you're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not, know that they are as well. I'm feeling that there definitely is something that's going to be coming out of this, and it might be that you guys kind of needed this, you know, to realize what you mean to each other. Okay, And it also could be that the other person, but I'm not really feeling that as much, is that the person that you're kind of dealing with on the other end is, I feel as though they're just kind of, you know, looking for something right now, and that's not what I'm feeling you guys are looking for. You're kind of looking for a forever thing. A lot of times, you know, we have relationships that get stale, they feel old, and we fight for, or we go off looking for that new, woo, rejuvenating feeling. That's really not, you know, in your best interest right now. I do feel that there's going to be moving on, and we feel that there's definitely an end to something. So know that if this is what you want, okay. I feel you guys are going to get back together. I feel that, you know, like I said earlier, I feel that it is something that was needed, kind of like a clear the air kind of thing. Definitely moving forward, you guys need that communication. Communication is key to everything. And I say this over and over and over again, but it's the truth. If you don't have communication, that's where you get misunderstandings and all that other jazz. You start thinking for each other, and that's where everything just seems to go sour. So if right now you are in a third-party situation, you recently broke up with someone, you're about to break up with someone, just kind of take a step back and reevaluate that, okay, my loves? So that is the reading for our extra grades during Venus retrograde. I'm probably going to do another reading next week for the retrograde and see, you know, like where everything is going, where everything is at, because energies do change from minute to minute. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on for our Ambis, all right? What's going on for our Ambis during this Venus retrograde. And this is basically like where you guys are at right now, okay, my loves? Where you're at right now. Because I think a lot of people didn't really expect it to affect them as much as they do, as much as it is. And it's kind of like, what the hell? So let's see what's going on for our Ambis. Ambis during this Venus retrograde right now. Planning, patience, and cooperation. Okay, so for some reason with this, I'm kind of feeling that you guys have some woodwork people. So that means that you have exes coming out of the woodwork, and, you know, you might be in a vulnerable state. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe you went through a recent breakup. Maybe your relationship is kind of rocky. And you're really tempted to move it in that direction. Let's see what the tarot says for that. And, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it's always the truth. And, you know, I'm sure you guys heard this time and time again. It's like as soon as you're in a relationship, you know, it's feast or famine. You're looking for someone. No one's there. No one's interested. No one you're interested in. And then all of a sudden you get in a relationship. You're happy. And, woo, everybody comes at you, baby. Seems as though during this retrograde, it's kind of just amplified on like a cool level. So let's see what's going on with our Ambis. Let's see what's going on with our Ambis. Ooh, guys. All right. What you need to do is, and this is actually going right back to that, those woodwork people crawling out from under their rocks. And it's kind of, you know what I'm picturing in my head? I don't know if any of you have seen this movie, Beloved, when she comes out from the water and she's just like, ah. That's what I'm kind of picturing. You need to remember the sleepless nights that you had over this person. You need to remember the shit and the hell that they put you through. You need to remember that heartbreak, because right now you're just remembering the greatness and everything. Remember that heart. Look, you have the heartbreak card as I'm bringing it up, okay? As I'm bringing this up, you have the heartbreak card. Remember what they put you through, because, you know, I feel as though the person that you were with is, you know, definitely maybe not worth fighting for, but they're definitely a step above in the emotional realm and the realm of serving your higher self. So you know, whatever you're going to do, whether you're going to choose to stay single, whether you're going to try to get back with the person you just recently broke up with, whoever is coming out from under the rocks, leave them right there. Yeah, as long as you leave them right there, this is what you got. You got your Ace of Cups. You have your, you know, your fulfillment, and you have your, you know, you're fine on your own. I also see like a loss of money regarding that, a loss of self. So definitely, you know, this is not the thing for you. So if you're in the middle of contemplating whether to, you know, give them some play or not, I'm gonna say don't give them any play. This is definitely just, you know, you going off of an emotional, this is an emotional reaction, my loves. All right, so obviously it's all about free will. However, I don't think that it's the situation for you. So if you have someone coming out from the woodworks, leave them right there. Just keep it moving, okay? It's for my Ambis. Let's see what's going on for our intros. What's going on for our intros for this Venus retrograde as of right now? As of right now, our intros for Venus retrograde. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Again, my oracles are The Fairy Forest. I really love this. It's by Lucy Cavendish. The artwork is by Maxine God. Beautiful cards here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. For our intro, visions, trance, apparitions. The Dreamer. You guys are thinking about past relationships on your own. You very well might be the woodworks that are crawling out for our Ambis. Again, you need to remember what was surrounding that relationship. For you guys, I kind of feel that it was a better situation. It might be that you guys are just better off as friends. It might be that you guys are actually, you know, you're meant to reconnect. Again, reconnecting during Venus retrograde, maybe not the greatest thing, okay? Just because it's a time of high emotion and altered state, okay? So it's kind of like your emotional balance has, like, you know, just hit a blunt, and you're kind of a little bit on that. Everything is wonderful, everything is great. Just you got to remember what disconnected you guys, okay? See what's going on for our intros. Venus retrograde right now. Devil's come out to play, guys. The devil has come out to play. Devil's never really a good card, especially any kind of reads like this. Queen of Swords. And I kind of feel like this is for our males, all right? So I feel as though female has come. You feel that this is your soulmate. Know that this is not your soulmate. You have a connection with this person. I feel like this person might have cheated on you, like on some next level where you kind of, you were in a deep depression, very, very deep. However, you feel as though this person that you were connected with just like kind of hold your heart. Okay, your heart is yours, guys. So if you want your heart, you got to take that shit right back. I do see that you have good things coming to you, just not right now. You're kind of in a state of, what do I do? What do I do? I really love this person. They've come back around. And again, I mentioned this in a recent video or a recent reading. It might have actually been with a personal reading, that song, Don't Pick Up the Phone, they're only calling because they're drunk and alone. That's kind of what I'm feeling right here. I'm feeling that, you know, they broke up with their man or whatever the case is. And again, I'm really, really feeling that this is for our males, okay? And, you know, and I don't mean this to hurt anyone. Like, you know, your higher self is what matters, you know. Like, you guys, that's what matters to me. So, definitely, you know, think that through. Again, if you feel that this person is your soulmate, I do not feel that this person is your soulmate. I don't feel that it's a mutual connection. I feel as though that they know that they got you, and they can kind of pick you up, play with you, and put you back whenever they want, okay? So definitely, I wouldn't say to move forward with that, okay? I'm just going to pull some cards for our Omnis because I'm feeling that this is not resonating, that our Ambi wouldn't resonate with any Omnis. So I'm just going to pull real quick for our Omnis. What's going on with our Omnis? With our Omnis? Our Omnis. Omnis. What's going on with our Omnis? Initiative, fertilization, and action. Okay, I feel like you guys are on bending knee. Let's get married. Let's, you know, let's make this happen. And you know what? That might be all well and good. I'm going to pull some cards for that. However, know that this might not be the best time for you to make any drastic decisions. Drastic decisions should not be made during this retrograde. So maybe you want to hold off until, you know, mid-December, beginning of December, and see if you're feeling the same way. Not saying that you don't love this person, not saying that you don't want to marry them. However, this might just be an in-the-moment kind of thing. And marriage, my guys, are forever, ever. Okay, so even, you know, divorce is always an option. You're always going to have some kind of crap bringing it back, all right? And I'm definitely not looking down on marriage. Marriage is a great thing. It's a unity. It's beautiful. For some, for others, not so much. So make sure that this is the one that you want to be with. Let's get a feel on this, okay? Okay, so it seems as though you guys are very, like, outside the box. And, yeah, it seems as though this is kind of like you weren't thinking about getting married in September, but you sure are thinking about getting married now. This is the one I want to be with, and that very well might be true. However, like I said, wait until early December to have that discussion with yourself, and make sure that this is the person that you want. There might be some beautiful things that come from it. There might be some amazing things. I also feel that, you know, that person might be going through some stuff right now, and your answer might be different. That's what I'm kind of feeling. I'm feeling you get down on bended knee, you put yourself out there, and that person's going to be like, you know what? I really love you. I really want to be with you. However, I'm not ready for that commitment. Okay. And that might actually put some damage on the relationship, and it might put you on a different life path. So I think that you guys definitely should wait if that's the case. If you guys are looking to get engaged, wait until the early December. See if you feel the same. And by all means, if you do, then definitely get on bended knee for that person. But those are our Venus retrograde readings as of right now. I will be uploading a new video next week to see where we're at with that everything. Maybe different situations that resonate with other people. But definitely keep your heads up, guys. Blessings, blessings. Much love to you. Much respect. Prayers up. Subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter. And I'll see you guys soon.